Northern Israel's going to be nuked. It's in the Bible. I'm going to show it to you.
All right, let's see it.
I'll gather all nations against you. This is in Zechariah. I'll gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongues shall consume away in their mouth. And it's describing a situation where before a soldier or a person can fall to the ground, their eyeballs completely burn out of their head, and their tongue completely burns out of their mouth, all while they're standing on their feet.
No, that's absolutely not what that passage is saying. The verbal root that is translated in the King James Version, consume away, is mem kof kof, which means to rot or to decay. So it's not talking about something that causes people's soft tissue to be burned up in an instant. It's talking about a plague that will cause people's soft tissue to rot and to decay. And then a few verses later it says the same plague will afflict anyone who doesn't come up to Jerusalem to celebrate the festival of booths. This has absolutely nothing to do with any nuclear attack. That reading is a combination of a poor translation into English and a desire to situate these events in a contemporary setting. And that has absolutely nothing to do with what the original author intended.
Now in Ezekiel chapter 39, it speaks of the same events again. He talks about coming destruction in northern Israel and the mountains there, coming down out of Lebanon. And he talks about an invading force of 5 nations along with Russia, names them.
The nation of Russia did not exist at the time and is absolutely not named anywhere near this passage.
And he talks about the destruction will come on them, and he said it'll take 7 months for Israel to cleanse the land. It said after the end of 7 months shall they search for the bodies. Said they'll call out men of continual employment, and they'll go out to cleanse the land.
So I don't even know what in this passage could be construed as indicating any kind of nuclear attack. This is talking about burying bodies because having the bodies exposed out on the ground creates ritual impurity. And so the cleansing of the land is a reference to ritually cleansing the land by removing the bodies and burying them.
So there's going to be an invasion, an attempted invasion of Israel by the nations. And there's going to be a destruction that is going to burn the eyes, tongue, while they stand on their feet. So that day's coming. It's not going to be a total annihilation of the world or anything. But just write it down in your book. Get batteries in your Geiger counter. And get ready. Because when the Bible predicts it, it's going to happen. All right.
This is naive and callous fear-mongering, and people need to stop with this nonsense.